It being 7 o'clock on September 3rd, 2025, I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Madison Planning Board. We have no alternates in the audience, but we have a full board, so we will not call alternates. I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second.
A motion's been made and seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? The ayes have it. And do we have to do the non-public now, or are you gonna do the non-public and non-public later?
What? The minutes? You can
Yeah.
do, those were made public, so you can do the minutes now.
So then, okay. I didn't get those.
I emailed them to everybody.
The non-public meeting minutes?
I emailed them to everybody.
You sent it to me?
Everybody on the planning board team. Did you get them, Joe? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want a copy? I have a copy here. I can get it here.
Yeah, they're right here.
Yeah, an extra copy.
I have a copy here, Kate.
Do you have an extra
Oh,
one, or is
he's
that
got one.
yours?
He's got one right there, I
Okay.
think. Is that the right one? Nope, that's the wrong one. I lied.
Here.
They're in here.
I thought you were slighting me.
There you go.
Yeah, they're right here.
What do the meetings say? The minutes say? The minutes say nothing.
Watch.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay. Number 5 is public comment.
So do you want to approve those minutes first?
Oh,
Yeah.
I will make a motion to approve both sets of minutes as a bundle. Second.
motion been made and seconded to approve both sets of minutes. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Public comment. Hearing no public comment, I will close the public comment period.
Okay, I don't
New
have an
business, he'll bring
agenda,
you up.
so
No,
I
he's gonna
don't.
bring you up on the new business.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Sue Botnick. So I'm on the agenda, but I don't have a copy of the agenda, and so would you like me to speak during the public comment?
What's on new business? Public comment, new business.
Okay, public comment would be okay. And we have a letter from you, correct?
I have my questions, if that's helpful, and
And this is the old Sear property.
yes.
This causes flashbacks to some members.
Well, I'm
Use the
new.
microphone, do you want me to bring it over for you?
Are we okay speaking this way? Is it,
Can you hear, not using
I can
We could just
speak to the mic.
I think
She's very close to that. Over there.
That's fine.
I just figured this would make it easier to see exactly what questions are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have an extra one, Susan? Just so I can put it in my phone board stuff, thank you.
Yep. Do you need, am I speaking loud enough?
yes, I
Okay.
believe, yes.
All right, so I'm here to ask some clarifying questions about the limitations of a right-of-way on a private access road. The road and properties my questions are pertaining to is our lot 21, the abutting lot behind us, lot 19, and the private road. So the private road runs from East Madison Road between our property and my neighbor's property, and the road runs across the front of my neighbor's property and across part of our property. The back lot, 19, recently purchased by Richard Bennett, has a right-of-way on the private road. Lot 19 also has 750 feet of road footage on East Madison Road. So my questions are these for the planning board. If a property owner has a right-of-way over a private road, is he permitted to build a driveway off the private road and to build a domicile when the property has road frontage on a class 5 road from which he can build access? That's my first question.
This is really not so much a planning board question as it is the status of that right-of-way.
It's in the deed for lot 19. so my question, so I referenced RSA 674, erection of buildings on streets. And it refers to in the back, I mean at the end of that, number 3, this section shall supersede any less stringent local ordinance, code, or regulation, and no existing lot or tract of land shall be exempted from the provisions of this section, except in accordance with the procedures expressly set forth in this section. For purposes of paragraph 1, the street giving access to the lot means a street or way abutting the lot and upon which the lot has frontage. It does not include a street from which the sole access to the lot is via a private easement or right-of-way, unless such easement or right-of-way also meets the criteria set forth in subparagraphs 1A, B, C, D, or E. So I'm just looking for some clarification as to whether the lot behind me, to the north of me, it has a right-of-way access, but does that permit the landowner to then build a driveway and build a domicile
Off of that
off
private
of
road?
that private road?
I don't think there's anything that can stop that.
No,
If
you
they-
should just keep up the private road.
Yeah, as long as they have access through that right of way. It was short of seeing the deed, because the deed is gonna make a big difference as to how it's worded.
So, I believe, I'm not sure this is the right deed. My understanding was that he has a right of way for access, but then if it proceeds to be buildings, and then now there's more access crossing our properties, that's my question.
Yeah, interpreting that would be more of a legal question and not a planning board question. If he's got a legal right of way, I assume he could build a house, but I would, that's somebody else's job. We wouldn't let him subdivide, I can tell you that.
Well, that's my second question, if the property owner chooses to subdivide, then would the right of way then pass?
Why could he not subdivide if he has frontage on East Madison?
Well, I suppose he could.
If he's got 200 feet.
He has 7.
So he has 750, so that's my question, is that if he has that 750 road frontage on East Madison, which is a class 5 road, then that would be where he should build access.
It was kind of the question we did last month.
With Maple Grove,
Yeah,
except that was asking for a right-of-way on a class 6 road, right?
off of a class 6
Yeah, this is
road.
a private road, which is different, is that correct?
Yes,
It may
this-
not be a private
is.
road.
no,
This,
this is,
if this is a private road and it's deeded access, then the question really is in the deed. It's not for this board.
Is it a row or is it a private road though? Did the board establish, because we did,
Right.
did the board establish that it is a private road? Or is it just a right-of-way easement over your land?
I think either way, it's still
Either
gonna be a
way, it's-
deed question as opposed to us, whether it's a private road or just a deeded easement. It's still going to be a matter of how the deed is worded as far as use and improvements go. As far as the subdivision goes, that's not gonna be, that same thing, that's gonna come from the deed, because when he subdivides, it's gonna be a matter of whether the deed says that he can continue deeded access to those other lots. And if he maintains 200 feet of road frontage on East Madison Road for that subdivision.
Yeah.
Who maintains the private road now, you guys? The town doesn't have anything to do with it?
no. So Mike Wiemeyer lives at the top, and so he's been maintaining it just so that he can get in and out.
What lot is that?
22,
22?
Yeah, it's the one.
yeah, I was pretty sure.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What was the guy's name? I can't remember. That,
Which one?
the guy on this road that was caused such heartache.
There's a history, I'm not, being the newcomer, I got lost in it as well. But,
Yes. He was pretty special. I should be able to remember his name, but,
So you wanna see the deed, I pulled it up. If anybody wants it, pull it up.
Good luck.
I mean, I'm not gonna give you legal advice, but I
Be
don't,
careful, that
Does
phone's
it come from attorney?
not my
Right.
favorite phone,
To the
as
tape?
you know.
yeah, we would not control that right of way or, his ability to build on his lot. We kind of only do subdivisions.
Okay, and your answer to the subdivision?
Would be, I guess theoretically, if he made shoe boxes down to the East Madison Road, and he had 600 feet, he could subdivide that into shoe boxes and have 3 lots.
yeah, this is a rabbit hole. The deed references several other sections that pertain to that right of way. There's no distinction to that right of way in that deed.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty general, I
It is,
didn't have
yeah.
a copy of it, but when I saw it, it's not very clear.
So,
It's definitely, in my opinion, it's a legal question as far as the deed's concerned as to what they can do with that right of way.
I think his intent is to build from East Madison, but for myself and my husband, we just felt like it would be good to have some clarification
Yeah.
moving forward, that's what we were looking for.
yeah.
And if I remember correctly, that's gonna be a tough lot to build on. It's pretty rough.
Pretty steep, very steep.
So, probably we're not gonna be very comforting on the answer, but,
All right, so I have one last question. So on his lot, there is an existing storage shed. And so my question about that is, which is right up above our house, so, I mean, maybe it's the same issue, but my question would be, can the site of the storage shed be used to build a primary residence, which would constitute a major change of use?
again, not a planning board question really. It would have more to do with what the right of way specifies. So,
Which isn't clear.
so,
And boundary setbacks, right?
yeah, there'd be setbacks, yeah, but,
My best advice would be to get a legal opinion on that right of way, but that's gonna take some research by whoever does it, just based on what that deed says. And as far as the setbacks go, I'm sure Bob, there must have been a building permit for that shed at some point, depending on how old it is.
How old it is, yeah.
I think it was in the 1980s,
yeah.
yeah. And when it was part of our property, so that's the other thing, is that shed was part of our property, but the previous owner took an acre and sold it to the guy that owned the other 14, so. So that
When
right
did he
away.
do that?
Why did he do that?
When did he do
Oh,
that?
when did he do that? 2021, right before we purchased.
I thought I remember, because I actually looked at purchasing this parcel, and I said,
What-
thank you.
Was there a boundary line adjustment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a lot A or something, it was labeled, and then it was joined with lot 19.
Okay,
So that driveway access to the storage shed was part of the original property that we now own.
How close is the storage shed to your house?
Hard to say, 50 yards, maybe more.
I'm sure my name's on that boundary line adjustment.
Probably.
But as far as building a house near where that storage shed is, I would imagine as long as he's within the 25-foot setback of the property line, it is what it is. He can.
If you can come from East Madison, I mean.
Right.
So your main question is about the private road,
Yeah.
and I think probably you just have to seek clarification from an attorney on that,
Mhm.
and that's kind of your only argument, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Okay, you're welcome, thank you. Number 7 is old business, voluntary merger rehearing per Hillsborough Superior Court. Northern District's order dated March 26, 2025, R.E. Pomeroy Trails and Trust continued from August 6, 2025 to September 3rd, 2025. And I guess
Hi.
you must be Mr. Attorney Myers?
Yes, I'm Chris Meyer, Cooper Cargill Chant, representing the applicant. Some of the members of the trust are here with us. I can answer any questions you have. They can answer any questions you have about the application or the property. But I trust you all got the memorandum that I submitted and had the chance to review it with legal counsel and everything, so.
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much goes through our argument, and I'll tell you, I'm new to this matter. Another attorney handled it through the original application and through the Superior Court matter. I just came on after it came back on remand to you folks. And I add some things that I don't think the prior attorney looked at. And hopefully you can consider those arguments. I think they're fairly dispositive on whether the application should be granted. But essentially this, you folks all, I'm guessing know the property. It's on Winter Road, it's on the lake. It's a 7.4 acre property that was subdivided back a while ago. Randy Cooper in my office, I think, did that actually before I was there. But they condominiumed it out, but never recorded the condominium declaration. But that's how it sits, is kind of a unit subdivision condominium. And what they're looking to do is voluntarily merge all those lots back into a single lot that has the same structures. There's no physical changes to the lot. And I think that's key with respect to our first argument. The condominium statute says that planning boards and towns can't treat a condominium different than another status of ownership. And that's what they're if there's no physical difference between what it would be as a condominium and what it would be under a different form of ownership, here that's what they're looking to do. They're looking to change the ownership and have it all under one ownership. And the statute cited, I'm sure you reviewed that with legal counsel, but our position is that statute prohibits the town from allowing your ordinance or any law to discriminate against different kinds of ownership, and mandates that the voluntary merger be allowed. The second argument is based on your zoning ordinance, and really it looks like back when you decided this the first time, the opinion was that the ordinance doesn't permit 3 dwelling units on a single lot. However, if you look at section 4.2, it specifically talks about cluster development. And your ordinance doesn't define cluster development or cluster housing. So 4.2 talks about what is allowed on a lot. It's single-family houses, multiple housing, open paren cluster housing. And your ordinance doesn't define it, but the closest I could find was the New Hampshire Housing Toolbox. I think that's a group of the Housing Finance Authority and the municipal, New Hampshire Municipal Association that gets together and talks about housing, and they define cluster housing as a style of a development in which our homes are grouped together or clustered on a site and given large shared open spaces, rather than the style of conventional development with homes evenly distributed with smaller private open spaces. That essentially is this lot. You have the clusters of multiple units, and then off the lake, there's much more open space that was shared under the condominium and would be shared now. So we, even if the statute doesn't apply to allow this, our position is that the ordinance allows it, specifically by referring to cluster housing in the residential zone. And for either reason, the merger should be allowed because zoning allows this result. So, if you have any questions, I'm here. They can answer any questions about what's on the lot or what they're doing with the lot. But thank you for your time.
Actually, again, my signature would be on on that condominiumization of that. So yeah, I think I'm the only. So this was, and I don't know how familiar any of you guys are, but this was a condominium development, and the Pomeroys have an old summer place that has 3 buildings, and we struggled with making it a condominium because of road access and all of that, and we finally succumbed to that, and now we're struggling to uncondominiumize it. And we got, obviously, we said no, and we have new members, so I'm trying to bring
Sure.
back new members. And they appealed that decision. It went to the law court, the land court, and the land court sent it back to us, and to clarify. And in the meantime, Attorney Myers comes and brings other arguments to it, and we had our attorneys, which you hopefully all have read, give her opinion of where we are on this. So does anyone on the board have any questions?
Mr. Chairman, my understanding is that we're here to look at this based on the court sending it back to us, remanding it back to us,
Yes.
to see a decision, and to
Yeah.
look at that decision only,
Yep.
not to hear new information on it.
Yes.
And I think that's what we should be doing. And anything else beyond that, I think we'd have to go back and talk to our attorney and get some information on it, because I'm not comfortable with doing that.
And we would certainly, come back if you wanna go speak to your attorney. I think the court vacated and remanded the prior decision and is asking you to look at it. And certainly the statutory argument is outside the purview of what comes back on a factual finding. So if you can't do it by statute, then you can't do it at all. But if the board needs to go back to their attorney, we're fine with doing that. We'd rather get the right result than.
Again, I would instruct the board to read our attorney's conclusion.
My understanding is there's nothing new here. They're just looking for a rehearing on this. There's 2 sets of new plans submitted and old plans submitted, right? But there's no new plans. We're talking about a voluntary merger of all the same lot. Everything is the same. We're just looking at our decision from last time, and the court's remanded back here. There's nothing
Right.
new.
Right.
Okay.
There's no physical change to the properties. It's identical to what sits there. It's just a legal change as to ownership.
Anyone have any further questions? Anyone want to make a motion?
I mean, I think at this point we have no choice, but I'll make a motion to allow the voluntary merger. I don't think we have a choice, in my opinion.
I'll second that.
And I think going forward, we need to, and nothing against them, but I think we need to take a look at our zoning and correct that issue, because at this point, I think that that's the route we need to go, but in the future, I think we need to stop it.
We need to clean something up.
Yeah.
So-
About cluster development, or?
Oh, and about that other thing that our attorney said. So, those attorneys, they'll always get you in trouble.
So I haven't seen it, but I did.
Yeah, we haven't shared it. I'll share it after the decision, if you'd like. Because I was on the board when we went out and decided that the boathouse was a dwelling unit, so that long ago. So a motion's been made and seconded to allow this merger.
Against my better judgment and my personal opinion, but based on law.
So, any further discussion? Having heard no further discussion, I will put it to the vote. All those in favor of allowing this merger, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm abstaining.
Oh, come on, you can oppose. It appears the ayes have
You
it.
have to state why you're abstaining.
Huh?
He has to state why he's abstaining,
He abstained.
but he has
Yeah.
to state why.
Oh, you have to say why you abstained.
Sorry.
Because I don't have enough information to feel comfortable about it.
I think he thinks that we're here only to do what the judge told us to and not sort of further get into the weeds. But I think that if we just sent the decision back, that it's gonna come right back to Alice and we'll be here again. And people will spend more money on lawyers and they'll spend money on lawyers. And
So it was 3-2 ayes. I didn't.
No.
So,
1, 2, 3,
5 to 1.
1,
Oh, okay.
Two
1,
abstains.
2,
No, I didn't
3,
abstain.
and 1 no.
One abstention, everybody else was yes.
Well, they're not elevated.
Oh, correct.
So wait a minute.
You're right,
Hold
you're right.
on, don't confuse me,
Right.
because I have to read
We
this
didn't
down.
elevate alternates.
So there's 3 full members.
Yep.
Well, there's 4, and Paul abstained.
Yep.
So we're good.
Good. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
one of those things we fought to do it and then we fought to undo it.
Hey, I'll take some tomatoes.
Yes, please
sorry.
do. The bags there, they
Yeah.
really want some, because I don't want to take
So-
them all. Too many.
If you're ever gonna come back to this board,
They are good.
You have to take tomatoes.
And there's yellow ones.
Well, if you insist, they're gorgeous. I'll grab a few. Thank you.
oh dear.
Mr. Chairman, if it's all right with you, before we go any further, can we ask that Kate have our attorney look into that portion of our zoning? And
Yes.
give a recommendation on
What to clean up, certainly.
what to clean up and how to, I mean, and in my opinion, and I don't know if this is the board's opinion, but multiple dwelling units on one lot, I think, is the opposite of the 2-acre minimum that we're looking for too. I think they contradict each other. So I think we need to find a way to make it so that we can't have more than one dwelling unit on a lot.
Right.
You're not alone.
This is
Yeah.
a
That's a zoning change,
common area, yeah.
has to go before town meeting.
Right,
Right.
but if
That's
we can
real.
get some
Well,
verbiage from,
They could do an accessory dwelling unit.
right, and I'm not against that, I don't wanna see 2 acre lots popping up with four-bedroom homes on them, you know?
Thank you.
Not
You're
that,
welcome.
Thanks all.
that's a stretch, I understand
But
that,
wasn't cluster development created to help with housing? And keep
Yeah,
a more rural, like an open space?
yeah, this is such a unique case because where it is. Have you ever been out there?
No.
It's on this narrow little dirt road that they don't, it's a summer camp. It is a summer camp. They do not plow in the winter. And it crosses over some other people's land that they opposed way back. And I think the argument, if I can go off on the pros and cons, is that if they had 3 condominiums there, they could sell each one of them. So then you have 3 different property owners, and then you have, the 4 property owners on this narrow little road that goes through a real swampy kind of spot. And so, and nobody has any road frontage, and so it's that whole issue that was way back. And and I mean, beyond that, they gave land to Nature Conservancy, and they're decent stewards of the land. So, and it just got caught up in our regulations because we fought it the other way. Now we fought it this way. So I think it.
I
I
think
think-
we're trying to uphold what's
To address
here,
your
too,
question about
so.
talking to Carrie Ann, if you refer to 4.6 in the Edelweiss residential district, they have it clearly stated, 1 dwelling unit shall be the maximum allowable on any one lot and in any one building. So I think that's the key factor here,
right.
Yeah.
just saying, I've done a lot of research today.
But-
No,
Researched that.
I wanna make sure if we're gonna do it, we get it right, like I said, and nothing against them, and that lot is what it is,
Yeah.
but if we're going to have a 2 acre minimum, allowing 3 dwelling units on 1 lot is completely contradictory
They
to
said
what we're trying to
0.4
accomplish.
acres, so,
Right, and they have the acreage,
Right.
in every case it's different, I just don't wanna
Yeah.
get caught in this situation again.
oh, I know.
I know that the chief of police yelled at me. It's like, oh, dude. Who was the chief that just resigned, the BOS.
Oh. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on, but so there we go. And I think it saved us a bunch of legal fees too.
When are you
For
leaving?
sure.
Huh?
When are you leaving?
I'm leaving Sunday afternoon.
Okay, I'll have the decision ready for you to sign before you leave.
Okay.
So I'll be coming to visit you early in the morning or something.
Yes.
Our meetings.
I started early this morning because I really wanted to run today, and all I had was mess ups all day long and didn't get to run.
Well,
So
I will try to get to you Friday morning.
Friday morning, I'll be at work. I love my job.
Okay, me too.
It's great to hear.
Today.
It says Master Plan Steering Committee. We just had a meeting, and it says update by Gagnon.
Yes, we did a meeting, we went over the NCC proposal, and basically, we're not ready to bring it back to everybody yet, because we are trying to stay within the budget that the town allotted us for this year, for the entire proposal. And we're gonna see if we can do that. It's just not gonna look the same, obviously. They had broken it down into 2 phases. If you recall, the first phase was about $25,000, and the second, somewhere around 33 maybe. And that also was member and non-member pricing. It was a great proposal. Their offerings were also a la carte, so we were hoping that we can have another meeting in a couple weeks just of the committee that will be posted, and we can kind of narrow down what we already have. I think I sent it to Mark or Kate.
Did you guys set a date for that meeting? Cause I was.
No,
I
we
didn't
didn't
think so.
set
Okay,
the
I didn't miss
date.
anything.
No.
Okay.
But we're basically through the first phase of the planning and preparation of the master plan, so we can't just tick off a line item at this point, or a full phase of the plan, or the proposal. And we're halfway through our engagement phase. So I feel like we're aligned with what NCC could help us with, but we haven't produced anything in completion. So that's where we are. We're gonna try and sharpen our pencils and chisel it down a little bit and see what we as a committee can do on our own, and then also what we can bring NCC in for.
Good.
Yeah.
Good meeting,
Yeah, it was really, really good. Great discussions.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of different ideas this time too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very good.
Which is good.
Thank you guys. So I also had sent out the visioning process for our town leaders at the last meeting, and I didn't know if everyone was ready to go over it or had time to fill it out. There's a lot there. If you have filled it out, we can workshop it if we have time tonight, or we can put that to a later date.
I have not had an opportunity yet to fill it out,
Okay.
but I have it here somewhere. Just looking at it.
And I just wanted to give you guys a chance to run through the questions yourselves, answer it, so then we can come back to the board and, fill it out as a team. Maybe get some good projects going.
Keep us up to our commitment to everybody else.
Yes. That's the goal. Has anybody else filled it out? Had a chance to fill it out?
And I did the survey, but the visioning is different than the survey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Has everybody filled out the survey?
yes, I did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
That's good.
okay,
Alright, so I should probably get a date for that so that we stay accountable, so we can get it done. What's a good time for everybody to have this done where we can workshop it? And do we have to have a separate meeting for that, or can we do it within this meeting here?
and next, okay, do we have anything coming down the pike, you know? Excited for pike?
It was you, so I don't know.
Oh, no, that's not gonna happen.
So,
Don't-
not that I know of. But I didn't know that yet, I didn't know that today either, so
So,
I
yeah.
can't say, I'm not gonna say yes or no anymore, cause I never know.
Okay, but we don't have any continuing stuff,
No,
no.
no, just
Just,
the pike,
Just,
Pike.
Pike,
Pike.
the
no,
pit,
Pike,
yep.
and, Ron, last month, we had some questions on that,
Oh, okay.
Well, we're getting ahead of
that road. You're gonna take that off the plan. I think we approved it based on him taking that off the plan.
And he
Is that
did
right?
take
He
it
did.
off.
Oh, you talking about Maple
Yeah.
Grove, yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all done, I took everything to the registry,
Okay.
everything's recorded,
That's
everything's done.
Did we learn about the easement? Did you guys go back to the attorney anyway to figure out if we can
No.
do that?
Yeah, but that would come up if he was gonna do something with the land.
He
and
took
then-
it off.
Yeah, I was just curious.
No, he took it off, I moved on.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just wondering for next time.
No,
Yeah.
he took it off.
No, he took it off, so the plan's recorded without it.
Well,
so.
he didn't take it off the first time, he sent me the plans, and then he's like, oops, and he had to bring me new plans.
That it
again.
was, yeah, it was in
Okay.
notes that it,
Yeah, he just,
Yeah.
it was okay.
so,
I'll look it up
Yeah.
then.
okay. So, yeah, a date, I'm not going to influence you on a date because I'm not gonna be here. But, whether you and Paul wanna try to pick a date that's good for at least you two, you might wanna do it Wednesday at 5:30, something like that, but I don't, there's something on the 17th.
I
don't know if
I
that-
have zoning,
Huh?
zoning.
Oh, zoning.
24th is a Wednesday.
Okay.
And I don't know if everybody likes 5:30 or whether you wanna do it earlier, I don't know.
To you guys.
Just,
5:30 is okay with me, yeah.
okay.
We're talking Wednesday, the 24th. Was
But
that what you said?
this is just master plan subcommittee.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's not subcommittee. I need the planning board
She wants to
to
go through this.
fill out the visioning prompt so that
Oh,
the planning board is involved. So this is like the outreach that everybody is doing to their
Why don't you do it
boards.
at the planning,
Yeah, I just assumed do it on October 1st at our
Right.
next meeting.
not that.
Do it then? Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah,
So
I
then-
was thinking
So we don't have to
meeting
notice
at,
anything, we don't
the-
have to do anything.
Yeah, we don't have much
Okay.
stuff. That makes
Or you
sense.
don't have to notice anything.
Next
Alright,
meeting.
so you guys are gonna come back to me with this all filled out and ready to go. Alright,
So-
holding you to it.
I will, I'll fill it out at tennis on Friday.
Okay,
Can get it in before gymnastics and after field hockey.
perfect. That's what I do when my kids
It's
are doing karate.
Insane.
Do my stuff. Alright, thank you, that's all I have.
okay. Chairman's report, I really don't have anything to report, thank you. Selectmen's report?
We have a new one. Maybe she'll sit here instead of, you guys wanna get rid of me, we can get Nicole down here on the planning board. Nobody wants to get rid of me?
No.
No,
No.
no, I don't.
No. We have a newly appointed selectman until March's election. Nicole Nordland is filling Rick's seat until March.
And you had a crowd
I had a crown.
last night,
I did.
so. And what were the issues? I mean,
Nepotism and lack of transparency.
hmm,
But pretty sure we were pretty open about the process from day one. But it is done. The person who was next in line as far as election was concerned was appointed, and we'll move forward with the board that we got.
okay. It's only, what, 6 months?
Yeah, you know, so,
Less
6,
than
7
that.
months. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Will she take over all duties that Rick had?
At that point in time, Rick did not have any.
He had one.
We had conservation, he was on conservation.
Oh, conservation,
Oh,
But
he's
he never,
okay,
he only
see.
came to one meeting since March.
He
So-
was also on the rec path committee with me, with the DNCR.
Oh, we can discuss it for sure.
I
I would imagine she'll take conservation, just kinda how it goes, because everybody else has at least 1 or 2 boards that they're already sitting on.
Are you gonna do that at the next select board meeting and delegate that, so I'll let Linda know?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Nicole.
Yep.
Conservation, and then what about
DNCR, and
Yeah.
ask her about that.
MDNCR, okay. I'll have her make sure she puts that on the agenda for you, so you guys know.
Do you want to come to conservation tomorrow night?
I can't. Field hockey doubleheader, 4 and 5. It gets real ugly from here to June.
June.
June,
We're in it.
mid-June to late August are okay, but after that, it's 3 kids in 3 different sports, sometimes 5.
Remember it well.
And that's it?
I think we're coming up on budget season.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's, I don't know that we'll start looking at it, probably not at our next meeting, but the one after it's still too early, but we will start diving into it before the end of September.
Any outside volunteers for the CIP committee?
Don't believe so. But we have the running committee because we have a quorum based on reps from this board, the BOS, and the budget committee, right?
Sharon.
Sharon. And I don't know that anybody took the ball as far as scheduling.
We were
meetings, so
trying to, but I just didn't know if anybody popped up and was
I
like,
haven't
"Oh,
seen
yeah,
anything.
yeah." Alright. Yeah.
Okay. Correspondence and administration would be Pike Industries.
Yeah, we gotta set a date. I talked to Larry and Larry said to let him know what date we wanna do a site visit. I mean,
Hmm?
I didn't wanna pick a date without talking to you.
Yeah, so let's pick a date.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
So
You know.
we're going to do a site visit on the Pike Pit sometime in October.
When are you back?
Any dates work better, don't work at all?
When are you back,
Times?
Mark?
What?
When are you back?
I'm back in time to go to this
Okay.
meeting in a
Okay.
month.
All right, just making sure you're not going for like a month or something or two or whatever.
No, 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 no.
Okay, well, I never know with you. I'm the last to know.
So, yeah, I'll be back for this meeting. I'll be back for the first. So,
Do you wanna do it oh, you can't, 'cause you have master plan. I would say you could do it before the meeting, but you can't, 'cause you have master plan.
well, or do we wanna do it like 4 o'clock in the afternoon? If that works for anyone.
Yeah, that would be fine.
I'm coming so I can see what I'm talking about, because I have no idea what I'm talking
So-
about. Because I think we have the wrong lot, so.
In the preferred day of the week,
Adam, you're the one that's got the
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday?
Thursday would be the preferred day for me.
A
However,
Thursday?
any Thursday except for the 23rd, I think.
How about the
I
9th?
have conservation, so do you.
How about the 9th?
October 9th?
Yeah,
Well, you're not gonna go to conservation, I have to, so.
no, conservation's the 3rd,
Wait.
is the 2nd. The
Oh,
first,
Sorry, I'm looking
Yeah.
at something else, sorry.
so, yeah, the second Thursday.
At what time, 4?
I don't know, 3 or you wanna do 4? 3, 4, do you wanna,
I think 3 would be better.
3?
Well,
Okay.
what
I-
time does it start to get dark?
Yeah, no, by then
Still
it's,
daylight saving.
yeah.
Okay,
You wanna do 3?
I think
3 o'clock?
3:30?
I get out at 3:30
Oh,
in Freiburg.
has to be 4.
But how
It'll
about
take me
you?
till 4 to get here.
Yeah,
Okay,
4 it is?
Will it be dark?
No.
Yeah,
I
it will
think
be
you're
dark.
safe. I think you're
Twilight.
safe
Oh, bring your phone.
then. Sorry
Okay, so
to be a pain.
10-9, Pike at 4, because I have to notice this, post it.
We can talk about it on the 1st, I don't know where to meet. Right off of East Madison, right
Oh,
off of
okay, yeah.
113.
We should,
Yeah, what,
On
At
the,
the-
on the
at the-
left there as I'm going
There's a
towards
sign.
Albany,
yeah,
Pike
yeah.
Industries.
there's a
Yeah.
sign.
Okay,
the
yeah.
Pike Point.
I gotta post it, so, you're gonna meet in the parking lot. Which parking lot? There's 2.
The first one as you're leaving here.
Closest one to the shooting range.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
No,
Shoot.
the other way.
closest one to the community market.
Okay.
And do we have any permits on them at all?
Not on this lot.
Oh, we don't have any permits. Why would we have a bond if we don't have any
It's
permits?
the bond on the wrong lot. I think that's what the problem is. That's what I've discovered.
But that was back when Richard and Kay and Tom were conservation commissioners. It was a long time ago.
Couldn't find any permit, Kate, for that?
Not on the lot that the bond is on, no, because they've got the wrong lot. The actual notice of intent to excavate is on tax map 102, lot 3. And their bond is on 207, lot 4, and there's no permit on that lot. So they've got something screwed up, I don't know what they've done. The bond should be on 102, lot 3, not 207, lot 4. And I have the intent right here, copy of it, so.
And the state doesn't give us copies of what they have for excavation permits on all this
No, we just
stuff.
have our, this was done in April 10th, 2025, so,
And so that's just intent to excavate.
yep.
Cause on Coleman's pit, this side of that, we issued a permit for that. The town did. But I don't remember, we didn't
Yeah, the
do,
bond is on the wrong piece, that's what I think.
so.
Have you had conversation with them about that? Bond on the wrong piece?
Well, he brought documentation that I gave to all of you, saying which property it is, and then I did some research and looked at the intent to excavate, and it's the wrong lot, but I think he's saying no, so that's why you need to do a site visit to find out what lot it is, because I think he's wrong, I think
Mm-hmm,
the bond is on the wrong piece.
okay.
But, and even under 155E, they have responsibility to reclaim. And if you look at that from the top of Oak Hill, it doesn't look like they've reclaimed a whole lot of anything. So, I don't even think they're using aggregate from there, but I don't know. We'll find all this stuff out.
Right. So I'll put the 9th, October 9th at 4 o'clock. Nobody forget, I'll send out I'll write in my notes, send out a memo.
We'll be here the first anyway, so we can all get
I'll
reminded.
remind you then too, and I'll send out an email, I'm going
Okay.
to make sure everybody knows. when-
Are they coming with us?
Who?
A representative from Pike?
Oh, yeah, that's why I had to ask the date, so
Oh,
I
okay,
have to
gotcha.
let Larry know what date it is.
Great.
Okay. Any other correspondence and administration?
Not for me.
Number 11 is Coleman Pit, non-public per RSA 91A:3 consideration of legal advice provided by legal counsel either in writing or orally to one or more member of a public body, even where legal counsel is not present.
Paul, I was gonna take the, I don't know what you were gonna do something different there, Paul, so.
Last month, the surveyor, Ron, had,
Well, we haven't entered non-public yet, we haven't taken a vote. I just
I
wanna
don't
make
think
sure.
it's gonna go
Paul
into
wanted to
non-public
ask
yet,
me
I
a
don't,
question.
he just
Wanna
changed.
ask-
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
he
just wanna
changed
make
on
sure
me.
we're-
Sorry, Adam, but
No.
this happened before,
Okay,
before this happened, sorry.
yep.
So I will step down from the board.
Mark has stepped down from the board, so we can ask him some questions pertaining to the Coleman Pit. Last month, Ron Briggs showed us some drawings of the area up there, because we asked him for a price on surveying, and he came back with a number of Kate of 4,800.
Oh, hold on, what did I do? Yes,
Okay.
we're gonna have to do some research, yep.
Okay, and when he did that, he was showing us this drawing right here of the Coleman property, which is in yellow, if everybody can see it. And I guess the question for you, Mark, is that you presented some pictures. Can you see the drawing?
Yes, yep.
And the pictures that you showed us, where were they taken from?
They were mostly taken from the bypass corridor, which
Here?
is here, yeah,
Yeah. That's the bypass there,
okay.
State of New
Yeah, the
Hampshire.
bypass corridor here, looking this way,
looking this way,
and this corner here, looking that way.
and this is where Coleman is excavating?
And Coleman is excavating here. On the,
there?
on the green lot, on the yellow, whatever color that is.
Okay, and your lot?
Is this, outlined in blue.
Okay. And he's within 20 feet of your property line here?
He's within, he's got trees over the line here. So, and he's within less than 20 here. Where he's supposed to be 50.
Mm-hmm,
And here he's over his line. But this corner was set by, who is Thorne Survey anymore? Who's the name that bought?
Horizon. Horizon, did they take over?
Yeah, Horizon. So Horizon surveyed this lot, summer before last.
mm-hmm.
So they would have all of that information. They set a corner here, but they didn't set a corner here.
And that was done for Coleman, by Coleman?
Yes.
Mhm.
But there are trees, there are blazed trees there, so the line's quite clear.
Okay, and we're looking this way here. And your pictures are this way here, and your
No.
pictures.
This way, and this way,
Okay,
so.
So they're too close to your corner is what you're saying?
They're over
They're
there.
excavating too close to your corner?
Well, that, which is a whole separate issue.
Okay.
But the problem is they're excavating on the lot they bought from Russell Kennett that is rural residential with a recreation easement. And it's a commercial activity and it's an expansion of a pit onto a lot that they don't have. They have not asked for the regulator for
Permission.
a permit.
What year was it purchased? Do you know?
Huh?
What year was it purchased?
It was when Russell was alive, so it was probably 10 years ago.
this you here too?
And that is a phone patch mark. Yeah, that's correct.
Mhm. Okay,
So,
okay. Anybody else have questions on this? Kate, was there other questions that we had? Do you remember?
Not that we discussed, no. Not from Mark.
So Ron doesn't have to do the whole line, he only has to do to that corner,
Right, if that was previously done,
because he was talking about going all the way, but,
he was gonna have to come establish something to start a survey from an unknown point
okay.
and then come in and do this. But if this was previously done,
yeah, Horizon did that the summer before last. And set up all the corners.
Was it rural residential when they began excavating? Do you know?
Yeah, it's been that way. It actually, the pit is in rural residential, but it's grandfathered, so.
The pit is?
Because the commercial zone only goes a couple hundred feet back, so. But it was it's a grandfathered pit, so that's not an issue within the bounds of the original lot, so.
do you know if he merged that lot with his other lot? Which you're saying was grandfathered?
The grandfathered lot is where the pit is now.
Which is out which is outside here. Right? This here. This is the pit up here that goes up to Ledge Pond Road.
It'd be where your index finger is, where your hand is.
In here.
That's the pit, yeah.
Yeah. But I thought this was all open
Yeah,
here and it goes back up into Ledge Pond.
yeah. No, not Ledge Pond, because we're still on the other side of,
I was gonna say, we're on the other side of 113 here, aren't we?
yeah, we're on the uphill side of 113.
Okay.
So that's, I just want to locate myself here. This is the pit near, just before the bridge, just before you cross town line on the right.
Cranmore Shores.
Just as you come, as you
Yeah.
come into Madison.
Yeah, as you come into Madison, it's on your left. It's that first pit. Okay.
So how long has it been a pit? If it's a grandfathered sand pit?
The pit, it's the expansion of the pit that is the problem.
Into that lot.
Yeah.
And
He's been doing that for a while.
Paul, you were asking whether or not they might have merged the lots.
They haven't.
They haven't. And I don't.
It wouldn't have changed the.
You'd have to, if you did, you'd have to add that as an addendum to his permit that he had
Right.
for the other lot.
Unless he didn't have a permit for that lot with the town. How old is Coleman's?
How long?
How old is the Coleman pit, the original
Oh,
grandfather Coleman's?
let's see.
Long time
That
as
was
grandfather.
Older than me.
Grandfather.
Yeah,
back in like '78, something like that.
So if it's in the 70s, it doesn't have to have a town permit.
Correct.
So, and then if it's an operating mill, if you have an abutting lot, doesn't it read that you also don't have to have a permit for that?
No. No.
Right.
Well, especially considering that that abutting lot is not in the commercial zone.
Yeah, it's residential.
It's a residential lot.
There used to be a house right next door.
Yeah.
That was Tim the jeweler.
Yep.
Many years ago, remember Tim?
Hmm.
No Country Fair Jewelers, Tim.
Huh?
Don't you remember, there was a house there, right next to that pit, there used to be a little house there.
Where?
Right on 113?
Oh, way down there, but that's not where this lot is.
Oh, I thought that's where you were talking.
this
that
lot's
pit.
way
Which
up
pit are
here.
we talking about? That's the pit I thought you were talking about. Where are you going?
Me?
Yeah, what pit are you talking about?
Oh, she was asked if
Yeah, but no, I think
When-
Kate's lost as to where the original pit is on 113. It is the first pit on your left as you enter Madison,
You're
correct?
right.
Yeah.
After you go over the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a house right next door to that pit. And they tore it down,
this side of the Cranmore.
across from the little pond.
Oh, yeah.
We see the turtles. Everybody
Yeah.
know the turtles? There
Yeah.
used to be a house just a little bit coming towards
In that
Coleman's.
little nook. there.
Correct,
Yeah,
where-
in that
yes,
nook,
that
yeah.
was Tim the jeweler, used to own North Country
Yep.
Jewelers.
But anyway,
Anyway,
we're
that's
in-
where we're talking, right?
we're talking about excavating in rural residential here, and we already have an estimate from Ron, and we know we need to do it. I think the question is, where do we get the money, right?
Right. But if this has previously been surveyed, we can give that information to Ron. Ron can research it and maybe just look and set this point here.
That point's set.
That point set,
That point's set.
that was set.
Is it the inside corner that's not?
That point's set.
So,
And that point's set.
so all 4
So
points.
we're not missing anything as
So
far as.
why would
No.
we have to have it surveyed?
Horizon did, I mean, I don't know, if Horizon has all the field work done, so I don't know if they would be less expensive.
But if it's set, I wonder if there's markings there to show it, the points.
Yeah, there's a piece of rebar on the
There's
ground.
rebar on the ground. So if the survey is done, we know where it is. And
Do we need to do a site visit?
a
Is that the
visual
next
based
step?
on that to look and see.
They don't want us there.
Oh, you
Okay,
can't,
but,
yeah,
it-
no,
We're not allowed there. But I think we need to go into non-public before we go any further because there's legal questions that need to be answered.
And I need to be booted.
Or legal advice that I wanna spew.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, Kate, we'll, wanna go into non-private, private,
I can,
public?
I'll make the motion that we enter non-public session per RSA 91A:3, Roman numeral 2, consideration of legal, little l, consideration of legal advice provided by legal counsel, either in writing or orally to one or more members of the public body, even where legal counsel is not present.
And who's gonna second that motion?
I second it.
And are we staying on the
Nope, I think we need to shut that off.
06?
But I am, Adam, I think we need a
Yep.
roll call.
Oh, Joe Viano,
You weren't can you still?
Which one of them is an alternate and which one's,
I am not.
Tia is an alternate and Joe is, but they weren't elevated in the meeting.
alright, they don't need to be elevated, we still have 3. So
Okay.
Adam, I,
Yep.
Paul, aye.
Donna, I.
So you're all
all ayes.
voting?
Yep.
Okay. There's no one-
Is that still, are we still a quorum with that?
We only have 3.
Do we
need
have a
4.
full board? No, we need 4.
So,
We have to elevate an alternate before we make that vote.
right, so we're gonna cross that vote off,
That's right.
Okay.
because that's where I was going.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry,
We didn't
I was
have the
trying
quorum.
to catch you guys on that.
I will make a new motion to elevate both alternates. There's no reason not to. But hold on, halt. We can't even do that.
'Cause you
We don't have a
third.
quorum to elevate the alternates.
Right, you don't have your.
We
fourth-
can't do
first
anything.
1, 2, 3,
We can't do anything without the
because you don't
elevator.
have Carl and you don't have Paul, they threw the curveball.
All right, so we can't go into it, so we can't continue,
No, we needed Mark here to elevate
right?
and then make the motion. And I think he's gone.
I think you just throw out. It's hard if you don't have people that can't come to meetings.
Then we'll have to do it at the next meeting.
Maybe we should have elevated in the beginning.
Yeah, I think if we have room at the table for the votes, we need to elevate them regardless.
Technically, they should be at the tables and not elevated.
Correct.
So,
But
but I was trying to bring that up in the beginning, I thought we were elevating everybody, but, well,
well, we can't elevate past. Well, we wouldn't be anyway. But we can't elevate past the 7.
right.
But yeah.
But we could have elevated today, that's why I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna, but I'm just here doing minutes.
I don't want to push it off too much further, so I want to try to find a way to.
Are we still on camera?
Yeah, I know we can't. I can't. We're gonna have to wait.
Right. Have to wait.
I can make a new motion to adjourn since we don't have a
We're
quorum.
gonna have to, I mean,
Yeah. Oh, motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
who second?
I said
Donna.
Donna.
Second.
Dane, Donna.
Aye.
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 It's adjourned.
Well.